Good morning all. Top 50 News of India, 23rd May 2026. 1. PM Modi pushes fresh reform agenda. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a major Council of Ministers meeting in New Delhi. The government focused on governance reforms and ease of living initiatives. Ministries reviewed infrastructure, economy, and welfare projects. Officials discussed speeding up implementation of pending schemes. The meeting highlighted India's long-term development strategy. 2. India to host Quad Foreign Ministers meeting. India announced preparations for the upcoming Quad Foreign Ministers Summit in Delhi. Officials from the US, Japan, and Australia will attend the meeting. Security in the Indo-Pacific region will remain a key discussion topic. India's diplomatic influence continues strengthening globally. Regional cooperation and strategic stability will be major priorities. 3. Extreme heat wave continues across North India. Large parts of northern India continued facing severe heat wave conditions. Temperatures crossed 46 degrees Celsius in Rajasthan, Delhi, and Uttar Pradesh. Hospitals reported rising heat stroke and dehydration cases. Authorities advised citizens to avoid afternoon outdoor activities. Electricity demand touched record summer levels nationwide. 4. Government appeals for responsible electricity usage. The government urged citizens to use electricity wisely during peak demand hours. India's power demand touched a record 271 gigawatts this week. The Power Ministry monitored grid stability across states. Cooling demand increased sharply because of heat wave conditions. Officials assured adequate coal availability for power plants. 5. Pre-monsoon rain expected in eastern India. The IMD predicted thunderstorms and rainfall in Bihar and West Bengal. Strong winds and lightning warnings were also issued. The rainfall may provide temporary relief from extreme heat. Farmers welcomed moisture before the monsoon season. Disaster management teams remained alert in vulnerable districts. 6. Fuel prices continue affecting household budgets. Higher petrol and diesel prices continued impacting transportation costs. Consumers expressed concern about rising daily expenses. Transport unions discussed fare revisions in some cities. Economists warned of inflationary pressure on food prices. Global crude oil prices remained under close monitoring. 7. Sensex and Nifty end higher. Indian stock markets closed with gains after strong investor participation. Banking and IT sectors led market performance during trading. Foreign investors showed renewed confidence in Indian equities. Global market stability supported positive sentiment. Analysts remained optimistic about India's long-term growth story. 8. RBI transfers record 2.86 lakh rupees crore surplus. The Reserve Bank of India approved a record surplus transfer to the government. The transfer will support public spending and fiscal management. Economists described the move as a major economic boost. Officials said the amount aligns with market expectations. The transfer strengthened confidence in India's financial position. 9. Political campaign activity intensifies nationwide. Major political parties accelerated election campaign preparations. Leaders focused on inflation, employment, and development issues. Large public rallies were planned across several states. Campaign committees reviewed voter outreach strategies carefully. Public interest in politics remained high nationwide. 10. Cabinet reshuffle speculation continues in Delhi. Discussions regarding a possible union cabinet reshuffle intensified further. Senior BJP leaders held multiple internal meetings this week. Performance reviews of ministries reportedly continued. Analysts predicted possible announcements before Parliament's next session. The government did not officially confirm any changes. 11. West Bengal remains political focus. Political developments in West Bengal continued attracting national attention. The BJP government reviewed industrial and welfare projects. Opposition parties demanded stronger governance transparency. Public debate continued over development priorities. The state remained politically active after recent elections. 12. Tamil Nadu politics continues making headlines. Tamil Nadu remained under national focus after recent political changes. Actor Vijay's leadership continued drawing public attention. Coalition and cabinet discussions remained active statewide. Economic reforms and governance priorities were debated widely. Analysts described the developments as historic. 13. Kerala pushes tourism and startup expansion. Kerala announced new tourism and startup development initiatives. Officials highlighted investment opportunities in hospitality and technology. Employment generation remained a key state priority. Political parties also reviewed recent election outcomes. The state aimed to attract more private investment. 14. RCB secures top spot in IPL 2026. Royal Challengers Bengaluru officially sealed the top position in IPL 2026. Virat Kohli continued delivering consistent performances. RCB will face Gujarat Titans in Qualifier 1. Fans celebrated the team's successful season online. Experts called RCB one of the strongest title contenders. 15. SRH defeats RCB by 55 runs. Sunrisers Hyderabad defeated RCB in a major IPL clash. Ishan Kishan played a match-winning innings for Hyderabad. Despite the loss, RCB retained the top position in the table. Cricket fans widely discussed the result on social media. The playoff race remained highly competitive. 16. Final IPL playoff spot race intensifies. Rajasthan Royals, Punjab Kings, KKR, and Delhi Capitals remained in contention. Only one playoff position was left available. Experts predicted dramatic final league matches ahead. Fans closely followed qualification calculations online. IPL 2026 continued dominating sports discussions nationwide. 17. India A team continues training camp. The India A cricket squad intensified ODI Tri-Series preparations. Young players focused on batting, bowling, and fitness drills. Selectors closely monitored emerging talent during training. Several IPL stars remained under observation. Fans expected strong performances from young cricketers. 18. Indian athletes continue strong international performances. Indian badminton and athletics players impressed globally this week. PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen advanced further in tournaments. Young athletes received praise for discipline and consistency. Sports authorities welcomed recent international results. India's sporting reputation continued improving globally. 19. Delhi air quality remains poor. Delhi's AQI stayed in the poor category due to dust and heat. Doctors advised vulnerable groups to remain cautious outdoors. Environmental organizations demanded stricter pollution controls. Authorities reviewed emergency anti-pollution measures. Air quality concerns continued across NCR regions. 20. Wetland protection demand raised in Maharashtra. Environmental groups urged Maharashtra to fast-track wetland protection measures. Activists warned about biodiversity loss in the Mumbai region. Over 23,000 wetlands were highlighted for urgent protection. Experts linked wetland destruction to climate vulnerability. Conservation efforts gained renewed public attention. 21. Women's safety becomes priority in Chennai. The new Chennai Police Commissioner announced women's safety as a key priority. Authorities promised stronger policing and faster response systems. Special monitoring of sensitive areas was planned. Police also focused on controlling organized criminal activity. Citizens welcomed the stronger safety measures. 22. Cybercrime cases continue rising nationwide. Authorities reported growing complaints related to online scams and fraud. Banks warned customers against fake payment links and calls. Cyber awareness campaigns expanded across states. Police arrested several cybercrime gangs during investigations. Experts stressed stronger digital safety awareness. 23. Army helicopter makes safe precautionary landing. An Indian Army helicopter made a precautionary landing at Surat Airport. Officials said the aircraft developed a technical issue mid-flight. All personnel on board were reported safe afterward. Technical inspections were immediately carried out. Authorities coordinated airport operations efficiently. 24. Havda train fire probe intensifies. Investigators examined CCTV footage linked to the recent train fire incident. Officials suspected deliberate involvement in the case. Railway authorities strengthened surveillance at major stations. Passenger safety measures were expanded nationwide. Security agencies continued detailed investigations. 25 illegal arms factory busted in Madhya Pradesh. Police uncovered an illegal pistol manufacturing unit in Neemuch district. Weapons and ammunition were seized during the raid. One accused was arrested while another suspect escaped. Authorities intensified investigations into illegal arms networks. Officials described the operation as a major breakthrough. 26 ISRO continues satellite launch preparations. ISRO scientists completed another phase of technical testing. The upcoming satellite mission aims to improve weather forecasting. Communication and disaster management capabilities will improve further. Young engineers played important roles in development. India's space sector continued rapid advancement. 27 5G expansion reaches more regions. Telecom companies expanded 5G services into additional towns and districts. Internet speeds improved significantly in newly connected regions. Businesses benefited from stronger digital infrastructure. Affordable rural connectivity plans were discussed further. Competition among telecom firms remained intense nationwide. 28 UPI transactions continue breaking records. India's digital payments ecosystem reached new transaction milestones again. Small businesses increasingly adopted QR code payment systems. Rural digital banking usage expanded steadily nationwide. Fintech companies launched additional payment innovations. Experts described India as a global fintech leader. 29 women safety projects receive additional support. Several states increased funding for women safety initiatives. Emergency response systems were upgraded in major cities. Police improved rapid complaint handling mechanisms further. Awareness programs continued in schools and colleges. Women's security remained a governance priority nationwide. 30 water conservation campaigns intensify. Authorities promoted rainwater harvesting and water-saving practices nationwide. Urban regions facing shortages introduced stricter monitoring systems. Experts warned about future climate-related water stress. Schools and NGOs participated in awareness drives. Sustainable water management gained national importance. 31 monsoon preparedness activities continue. Flood-prone states strengthened disaster management operations. NDRF teams remained deployed in vulnerable districts. Drainage systems and river monitoring networks were upgraded. Authorities reviewed emergency evacuation plans carefully. Officials aimed to minimize flood-related losses this year. 32 healthcare recruitment drives expand nationwide. Government hospitals announced more recruitment for doctors and nurses. Rural healthcare infrastructure received stronger financial support. Medical colleges expanded training facilities further. Experts welcomed investment in public healthcare services. Authorities aimed to improve healthcare accessibility nationwide. 33 metro rail expansion continues across cities. Metro projects accelerated in Delhi, Bengaluru, Pune, and Indore. Authorities highlighted environmental and traffic reduction benefits. Several new metro corridors received official approvals. Commuters welcomed affordable public transport expansion. Urban modernization remained a government priority. 34 tourism industry records strong summer growth. Hotels and travel companies reported heavy bookings nationwide. Hill stations and beaches attracted large tourist crowds. Local businesses benefited from increased tourism activity. States promoted domestic tourism aggressively. Experts predicted continued recovery through 2026. 35 EV charging infrastructure expands rapidly. Authorities approved additional EV charging stations nationwide. National highways remained a key focus for expansion. Private firms partnered with governments for deployment projects. Electric vehicle adoption increased steadily among consumers. Experts praised India's clean mobility initiatives. 36 semiconductor manufacturing plans gain momentum. India continued negotiations with global semiconductor manufacturers. New incentives encouraged investment in chip production facilities. Experts highlighted employment opportunities in advanced technology sectors. Authorities aimed to reduce semiconductor import dependence. India's tech industry welcomed policy support measures. 37 Indian cinema continues global growth. Indian films and OTT content remained highly popular internationally. South Indian cinema performed strongly in overseas markets. Streaming platforms reported increasing global viewership numbers. Film producers explored more international collaborations. India's entertainment industry expanded global influence further. 38 Sports infrastructure development receives boost. Authorities announced new sports academies and training centers. Olympic preparation programs received increased financial support. Young athletes gained access to improved facilities nationwide. States focused on strengthening grassroots sports systems. India aimed to improve future medal performances. 39 AI adoption expands across industries. Banks, schools, and hospitals increased use of AI systems. Automation improved operational efficiency significantly. Technology companies announced fresh AI research investments. Experts emphasized digital skill development programs. India continued emerging as a technology-driven economy. 40 airport expansion projects continue nationwide. Major airports expanded terminals and cargo facilities. Authorities prepared for rising passenger traffic demand. Private investment supported modernization projects significantly. Cargo infrastructure development accelerated across India. Experts predicted strong aviation sector growth ahead. 41 Farm subsidy programs support rural economy. Farmers received support for irrigation and farming equipment purchases. Authorities promoted sustainable agricultural practices nationwide. Agricultural organizations welcomed subsidy expansion measures. Experts encouraged technology-driven farming modernization. Officials expected improved productivity during the upcoming season. 42 Digital banking usage continues growing. Banks reported strong growth in mobile and internet banking services. Rural consumers increasingly adopted digital financial systems. Cyber safety awareness campaigns expanded nationwide. Experts predicted continued financial inclusion growth. India's fintech ecosystem remained among the world's fastest growing. 43 National highway construction accelerates. Expressway and highway projects progressed rapidly across states. Authorities highlighted improved logistics and transportation efficiency. Infrastructure investment supported long-term economic growth. Construction activities generated employment opportunities nationwide. Road modernization remained a major policy priority. 44 Climate experts warn about urban heat risks. Environmental scientists warned about worsening heat wave conditions in cities. Several urban areas were identified as climate risk zones. Experts recommended green infrastructure and water reforms urgently. Awareness campaigns promoted environmental sustainability nationwide. Climate resilience planning gained increasing importance. 45 Skill-based education programs gained popularity. Educational institutions expanded career-focused training programs. Students increasingly preferred AI, coding, and analytics courses. Online certification platforms attracted rising enrollments nationwide. Experts praised employment-oriented learning approaches. Skill development remained a major education trend. 46 Defense manufacturing sector expands rapidly. India promoted local production of defense equipment and technology. Domestic companies gained support through self-reliance initiatives. Defense exports continued showing strong growth trends. Experts highlighted strategic and economic benefits of localization. The sector attracted rising investment interest nationwide. 47 Indian athletes continue international success. Indian athletes delivered impressive performances in global competitions. Young players received praise for consistency and discipline. Training programs intensified ahead of major sporting events. Officials expressed confidence in future medal opportunities. India's sporting image continued improving globally. 48 Smart city projects expand across India. Urban modernization initiatives progressed in several smart cities. Authorities focused on sanitation, transport, and digital governance. Citizens welcomed improvements in civic infrastructure. Experts emphasized sustainable urban development strategies. Government investment in modernization remained strong nationwide. 49 Renewable energy projects continue expanding. Solar and wind energy projects continued growing rapidly nationwide. Private investment in clean energy remained strong. Authorities highlighted progress toward sustainability targets. Experts praised India's renewable energy transition efforts. Green energy remained a key development priority. 50. India strengthens position as global economic power. India continued expanding influence in technology, trade, and diplomacy. Foreign investors maintained confidence in India's long-term growth potential. Infrastructure and innovation reforms remained major policy priorities. International organizations praised India's economic trajectory. Experts described India as one of the world's fastest-growing major economies. Please like and subscribe.